Stored in a cool, dry place. The longevity of MRE depends entirely on how it's stored. So if you only got like 9 years out of life of your MREs, probably because like you're in a hotter climate, like if you stored them in a shed in like Arizona or Texas or Florida or something, you gotta store them in a cool, dry place to get that longevity. It's mostly gonna end up on the end user or like your climate, depending on how you store it. So like the MREs I've been eating for most of my content are the ones I left with the military with. They got a 2012 inspection date, which means they're made in 2009. These are 15, 16 years old. Now the one fresh MRE I ate was the beef taco filling from Ammo Can Man. That was like 3 years old. Super fresh MRE, tasted great. So the MREs from Ammo Can Man are dated 2024, 2025 inspection date, which means they're made 2 to 3 years ago. So you're gonna get a lot longer shelf life from those MREs than anything else out on the market, because the ones on eBay and Amazon are a lot older than that. You're looking at maybe 7 years old in those MREs. So they're halfway through their by the book shelf life. Depending on how they're stored, it could be, delivered bad, because if they're in a hot shed in 120-degree temperature, they're done for. If they're stored in a cool, dry place, they can last 14, 15, 20, 25 years, kind of pushing it. So this one, menu 23, chicken pesto pasta. This menu was replaced in 2021 with the pepperoni pizza slice MRE. So they don't even make this anymore. And I'm eating it. It's pretty good, not the best. One of the things that starts to go first is the cheese spread. The cheese spread, you can see, it's really not like Cheese Whiz runny. You got like some like little bit of grittiness going on. That's because the cheese is starting to go. So the cheese spread, the coffee is another thing starts to go first. The coffee will get like this white fuzz on it. It's not mold, it's just like some weird crystallization that starts coming off, and then like it doesn't like dissolve in the water the same. Got the peach chocolate sugar cookies. These taste great. These are fresh. Couldn't tell these are 15 years old. The Italian breadsticks, these are always bad. Hopefully these are discontinued and no one else has to eat these. Imagine taking the breadsticks from like Olive Garden and putting them in the oven just until they're dry and funky and stale. That's what this tastes like. I'm not even gonna finish that. Got apple turnover. It's soft, which is kind of concerning for something that's 15 years old. Soft, moist, pulls apart, but it is supposed to be a pastry. I don't know how they do that. So yeah, if you only got 9 years on your MREs, I'm sorry, but it's depending on how they were stored before you bought them or how you stored them. Just bad luck of the draw. Maybe you don't have room in the house to put them, and you had to put them in a shed in the backyard, and it gets like 120 during the summer. But if you store them appropriately, you can get a very long shelf life on them. So like the ration cold weather that I've been eating, beginning a TikTok series with, or not the meal cold weather, which is available from Ammo Can Man also. Those are the new cold weather meals. The older ration cold weather comes in an A and a B. I've been eating those and making a TikTok series with them. And those are made 1992, 1994. So those are over 30 years old. The main meal is still good, but it's freeze dried and it's in the metal wrapper. So you pour boiling water in that. Freeze dried food's known for lasting a long time. But all the accessories and dessert and stuff has gone bad. The beverages have gone bad. But the main meal is still good. So over 30 years old, it's pretty amazing for that. So part of that food is still good. I'm no MRE Steve 1989, but I am eating like 15-year-old rations and 30-year-old rations. But the reason like the MREs on eBay and on Amazon are cheaper is because they're older. As the MREs go through their life cycle on the shelf life and gets towards the end, the price is going to drop off because the shelf life's gone. So there's almost no value in storing those for emergencies or storing those for future use because they're already at like the end of their life. So that's why the price drops. So I'm going through my old stock and pulling my old stock out, and I'm buying MREs from Ammo Can Man to replace my old stock, and I'm pulling those out to get rid of them. So if you're like airsofting, reenacting, and you want to consume them really fast, like on the fly, you want to go get some cheap MREs, that'll work for you. But if you're going to be buying these for emergencies and stockpiling them for a long period of time, you want to buy the freshest MREs you can get, like the newest ones, right? So it's going to be from Ammo Can Man with the 2024, 25 inspection date, because those are only 2 to 3 years old. So that's going to give you the most value for your dollar, even though it's higher than what you can get on Amazon or eBay. That's because you're paying for what you're getting.